Yo, what's poppin', guys? You got your boy Ginger here. Welcome to another video. So for this video, I'm playing some Ginger rune. Let me get and show you guys the list real quick. So this is the list I'm working with. Now, I'm not gonna like talk about the card choices. I will go ahead and save that for like another video. But there's definitely a few card choices here that I actually do want to talk about. So the game I'm about to show you guys is the game versus Dragon. Now, a lot of times I tell you guys that like Dragon is a pretty you can beat Dragon on so many different things, but it just comes down to how well do you play and how poorly do they play. Additionally, there's also certain things that that also say that if you deal enough psychological damage to your opponent, you're probably going to make them freak out and you're probably going to win the game if you can capitalize on the mistakes that they make. So I'll keep the Grimner here. Grimner's good on 3. I'm trying to find a 2-drop here so I can go ahead and try to get aggressive. Ideally, I want to try to find Stella, so this way I can start making Stella spins. Now we see here that he didn't redraw anything, so we know that he probably has ramp. I do pick up the Stella, which is nice. Yep, and here he goes Oracle. So next turn, I'm expecting an Ayala to want to come out, and then the turn afterwards, I'm expecting a Fervor. I'll go ahead and play with Stella here. The Stella is nice because in exchange for him ramping, I get a bunch of Stella spins. I guarantee you, my Stella spins are a lot better than you getting that ramp. Yep, so here he plays at Rahab. But that's fine because I have the Grimner to block. I get another Stella spin, so that's 2 spins now. Next turn, we know that he's going to Fervor. Yep, plays the Fervor, but here he decides not to attack. To be honest with you, the not attacking is a big misplay in my opinion. However, he's not going to get punished for it, but it's still a pretty big misplay. Ironically enough, though, if he had chosen to attack, he actually would have gotten punished even harder. Because we see here that I got the Andromeda last turn, so what I would have been able to do is go Andromeda, Eva the Andromeda, trade. This way, I have a 4/4 behind a ward, and I also have 4 creatures in play. But instead I decided to go for getting in a little bit of face damage because I'm expecting this board to get wiped anyway. So I'll go ahead and an Evo. I'll trade again, and then go face for 2. I get a 3rd spin off of this, and this is great. So here he goes Blazing Breath. Now this turn was actually really curious to me because he prioritized not giving me another spin in exchange for making sure his Sybil died on board without me having to do anything at all. I didn't really like this at all because again I would have preferred to just I would have preferred to make yourself not take as much damage. Like for example, if I have Felice here, you lose the game. You straight up lose the game if you don't have Israfil, because I just get to go ahead and kill off your Sybil. I get to go face for 6, and you're in a very bad spot. But unfortunately, I do not draw it. So now I have a few different options for what I can do here. This is mainly going to be, okay, do I play Illusionist or do I play Hector, or do I play Kai'Sa and Scorpius? Now ultimately I'll go ahead and hold on to the Scorpius. Scorpius has a lot of value here because he can always be used as an evolved target to kill something big. Like for example, he can kill Bahamut, he can kill Lucifer, he can kill Zeus. That's very big to me. Now he most likely is going to die if I ever play him without an Evo, just because that'll be the turn that my opponent decides to go for AoE. However, I think that they can get me a little bit more value here, so I'm not going to play it. Instead, what I'll do here is instead go ahead and trade. To play Hector, I'll go face for 4 and clear out the Sybil. Now my evolves are very precious right now because I'm not yet at 10 mana. I can't contest Bahamut that easily, so I need to keep the evolves for as long as possible until I can do so. Here we see him draw 5 cards, and I'm like, okay. So I don't yet know which version of Dragon he is. I don't yet know if he's Queen Combo. I'm assuming he's Queen Combo for right now. However, he can just be Saha Dragon. I'll be fine too. It doesn't really matter. So here, he gives me another really good turn. So I can do here, so I can just go ahead and go Star Phoenix and then Kai'Sa. The reason why this turn is good is because yes, I'm extending I'm overextending into AoE. However, this is fine because if he doesn't have the AoE, he has to give me his last evolve, or he has to reveal to me that he saw a package, or he has to play the Bahamut. Now, ideally, I want to see the Bahamut come out here, because then that means I can just Saha Yo-Yo. But if he doesn't show me the Bahamut here, that's fine too. Like, because I'll gladly take your Israfil Evo if you want to give me that. Like, that's great. Like, perfect trade, because like I lose my board, you lose your last Evo, and you lose your Israfil. That's great for me. I will take that in a heartbeat. So again, we see me overextend quote unquote into the AoE because the Star Phoenix is pretty disposable. The Kaiser, he's already achieved this job. He's already gotten me the carrot into circulation, so it's great for me. I'm in a really good spot. However, here he does reveal that he is in fact Saha Quill, so this is fine because I know that there's actually a strong chance that he's not playing clean combo, that he's just probably playing like a Saha grinder thing, especially because he played at Rahab's earlier. So this is fine. However, I've been debated before, and I do know that there are some people who do actually play Queen combo with Saha Quill package. So what we'll see me do here is we'll see me go for a little bit of a cheeky play. So I'll go ahead and use Illusionist here. I like using Illusionist here because using the Illusionist, it lets me keep a ward for my 4/4 as well as clear off his as well as clear up his unit. Now, to be honest with you, what I could have done since I knew I was going to use my Evo, is I could have Evo'd the Scorpius into the Isla, and then also go ahead and clear out the Saha Quill as well. Now yet again, like, that invites the Israfil to want to come in, but that's what I want to see come in. But like, I want him to play out this Israfil so I can just like blow him out with the Saha Quill for the Bahamut. Yep, so I'll Evo here, and I'll trade. I'll take the 1 damage, and I'll trade again into his Ayala. So now I have a 4-2 ward in play. Now, another thing is that I don't really know why this happens, but sometimes people get debated, and they think that because the illusionist is in play or whatever, and that brought back something, that the creature that I brought back is here to stay permanently. That's not the case, friends. The creature they bring back with Illusionist will get banished at the start of the next turn, but here he decides this is like too threatening of a board and drops the Baha. Now he might have been trying to go for game with this, but even so, that's fine by me. I'll take that. This is what I wanted to see come out. So now what I'll go ahead and do here is I'll go ahead and because this is my only Bahamut, and because I just used an Illusionist, what I'll go ahead and do here is I should go for the Saha Baha Yo-Yo. So that is to say, I'll go ahead and play out the Saha Quill, target the Bahamut. When the Bahamut comes into play, I'll go ahead and Evo the Bahamut. I Evo the Bahamut, so this way it's now 15-15 as opposed to 13-13, and I can trade into this. My Bahamut will live, his Bahamut will die, my Bahamut comes back to me at the end of the turn. So this is good because, like, I tell him that I'm playing the Bahamut, but I also tell him that, oh, I still have the same Bahamut in my hand, and I now have the Bahamut advantage over you. Another very, very funny thing about playing Saha Quill for Bahamut is that, like, I don't know why, but it just kind of like breaks people's brains. Like they just like get like so confused by that. Because now we see him just go ahead and just Grimnir me like that turn is a mistake. Like this turn from him, like, it is a mistake because like it now opens the gateway for me to come back into this game, because this was probably one of the only times he was actually going to get to play Israfil for free this game. And not have to worry about like evoing it or not evoing it or anything like that, because now he will never get another chance to play Israfil and have it be like a safe play for him. So I'll go ahead and slam down my Israfil. This is nice because, like, this is good for him because it lets him, like, if he wants to, he can go ahead and play out his own Israfil and then evo over mine, and he'll have a 10-2 behind a ward. That's a pretty good play. I would take that play any day of the week. But instead, he apparently disagrees and decides to go ahead and Suicide Zeus into my Israfil to clear it off. I don't really like that play because you're not really pushing anything. You only push 2 damage. It's not worth it. I don't know. So here, I'll just go and Grimnir him. Now, the reason why I went for the Grimnir play is because I just drew the staircase, and because I still only have 1 Bahamut, I have no idea how many Bahamuts he has. And I want to put him into a situation where he feels like it's okay to play at this. I want him to feel that, so this way I can go ahead and go Saha for Baha, play at the staircase. By playing at the staircase, I deny him from overextending with Bahamuts for the remainder of the game. Like while the staircase is in play, it's just gonna like accrue me value because, you know, my creatures will be dying, and then I'll eventually get the staircase pop, or I can pop him myself with my own Bahamut and then just kind of pressure him out. Like he's in a really, really bad spot. Like, it might not seem like it because he has the Evo advantage, but no, he's in a really, really bad spot. He's also not making it good on himself because he's just like playing out Sybil and things like that. Like, you 100%, in my honest opinion, you always play out the Israfil there. Like, you just, I don't know. But no, that's fine, because I'll go ahead and I'll drop the Saha for the Isra. I'll go ahead and get in 2 damage display, and I get to play up the staircase, which is what I wanted to do in the first place. Now this is a little bit of a scary play for me, however, because he's refused to play out this Israfil, I know he will never play this out. And that's fine, I don't care. Like, if you don't want to play that Israfil, I will gladly take advantage of you for not wanting to play that out. Yep. So here he goes for Hob, but that's fine. I get to go Singer. The Singer is nice because I get to draw more cards. I get to make it more unlikely for him to be able to drop the Baha. But I'm still like inviting him to like play Israfil. Like if he plays Israfil, that's amazing. Like Israfil Evo is so good here. Like I've already used 2 Sockles, so now if I want to clear it, I have to drop the Baha, and that'd be good because like you'd be able to counter Baha me. But instead he decides not to. He decides to go for Conflag. So because he's playing scared, I'm gonna abuse him. Like you cannot afford to play scared versus me because like I have more creatures than you. I have more cards than you. Like you need to actually put creatures into play. So my staircase just popped. So I'm gonna go ahead and overextend as hard as possible. You want to drop the Baha? Fine, drop the Baha. You want to play Israfil? Fine, drop the Israfil. I guarantee I can kill it next turn. Yep. So here he finally plays the Israfil, but now it's too late. Like, it's too late because now the Israfil takes free damage on it. You never ever want your Israfil to take damage on it if you can avoid it, because 10-10 Israfil wins games, whereas a 10-5 Israfil, that can die to a lot of things. Yep, so now I get Felice. I go ahead and get to cast Felice now. I can play another Kai'Sa. I can play another Carrot. So now I have 2 carrots in circulation. So this is essentially, you know, the beginning of the end for him. Like my staircase pop, I have 1 billion cards over him, and I'm also behind him in the fatigue war, so he will need to draw answers, and he will need to start trying to do things. So here I draw another Felice. I get to go ahead and go trade Felice, hit it for 7, trade again to kill it, go ahead and go face for 3, and go ahead and play double Kai'Sa. So like I have the Kai'Sas. The Kai'Sas make anything I do more threatening because it means that, oh, if I answer your creature, I can go ahead and for 4 extra mana put out 4/4 in stats. Yep, he has to drop a Baha here because his AoE is no longer good, but that's fine. I will take that. I will gladly take that. So now what I can do is I can go ahead and just like slay my own Baha, and that's 2 Bahas for him, 1 actual Baha for me. I still have 1 more Baha in my deck. He has 1 more Baha in his deck. However, I have the initiative. Yep, he has to go ahead and play Zeus here. Now, to be honest with you, he did not have to trade. You should have gone face. 100% you have face there. But instead he decides to trade. Like, making the trade is the losing play. Like, it's the losing play. I don't think he can afford to do that because now I have initiative. I can go ahead and develop whatever I want to. I'll go ahead and develop Delirial. Now, developing Delirial was actually a mistake. You always develop the Kai'Sa. You always develop the Carrot instead. However, I didn't do it because I got traumatized from a game I played like a few weeks ago. And I couldn't actually do the math in my head for how many cards I would have in my hand. I didn't want to overdraw, so because if I overdraw the Bahamut, he has his own Bahamut, I get put back into a bad spot. Yep. So here he'll go Conflag. The Conflag's not good enough because like you're just like prolonging this situation. You're just like stalling, and that's not good because like you with 3 cards in hand can't afford to stall versus me who has 8. Like, that's not a thing you can do. I'm sorry. Yep, because now I just get to go ahead and play I get to go ahead and play Venus into double Carrot, and that's great. Like, it's amazing. Yep, because here he goes Sybil, but what is the Sybil going to do to a 4/5? Like, nothing. Ha, Sybil nerf. Yep, he plays for Hob here too. That's fine. I don't care. It doesn't do anything. So I draw my Saha Quill, and I'll go ahead and just Saha Isra. Saha Isra gives me a nice clean clear. I get to push 7 damage in the process. So this is good. Life is good right now. I'm also setting up lethal. If he can't drop the 3rd Baha, he will in fact die. Yep. Like, it's lethal on board, but also hidden lethal on hand. So it's a great spot. These are the turns where they want to put the Dragonfire into. Like you want to put them into a spot where they either die on board or they die to whatever it is that's in your hand. Here, he'll go ahead and use the Saha Isra to go ahead and it's not going to be quite a clean clear. because he does need to actually trade into the Sockle as well, or find a way to like remove it, but he can't do that, so he's just dead. And I have the Zeus Thunderbolt. Yep. And on like turn, like I don't know, I think it's like turn 20, something like that. He finally loses. Yeah, like that game to me was like really crazy because like he just made like so many questionable lines, and like I don't know, like Israfil is like a win con sort of to me. Like it's a card that like you need to like understand when you can go ahead and afford to play it aggressively, and you need to like know when you can go ahead and like just like be willing to like play it out. Like you'd already used the Sockle, like you always play the Israfil there. Like he had so many chances to play it, and then like when he finally did play it, it was for less than ideal value. I had a staircase I was popping, and I had a billion cards in my deck that I could kill off the Israfil from the HP threshold that was at. Like 10-10 Israfil wins games. Like 10-10 Israfil is very difficult to answer for pretty much like every class in the game. Like there are certain like, you know, hard removal answers for it, but like if your deck is a deck is a deck that doesn't actually have like hard remove for it, you're going to be in a very difficult spot. Like I'd already used like 2 Sockles for that. Like I had to answer it with the Bahamut. You can just go ahead and counter Bahamut me, boom, done. Like easy. But he never did it, and you know he got punished for it. Like he was in a spot where he needed to like start making some like aggressive plays in order to come back, because like once I play a carrot, like there is no I want to play a slow game, because I will always beat you in a slow game because I always have carrots. You have AoE. Carrots always beat AoE. That's just how it works. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, go and leave a like, go and hit the subscribe button if you haven't. Let me know what you think about Ginger and down in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you